Hello, it's Karen the Weekend Craftaholic. I got a very quick video for you today. This project came along so quickly, maybe an hour or so. I wanted to share it with you. I know we've not even had Halloween yet, but I saw this in my local Spotlight and it was reduced from $25 to $15. They do have the matching table mats as well. I think they were $17, and I thought I'd wait and see how I get along with this before I purchase them, but I think I will go back and get some more because this was a lot easier than I thought it was, although I do make a fatal mistake, as I always do, becoming my trademark I think. But I wanted to try this. I thought it'd be good practice me actually doing some quilting techniques and the dreaded binding, but more to come on that. So first of all, I'm just running through these instructions, and you can see here it is pretty simple because it's a printed panel and there's also the backing material as well. The only thing I needed to purchase or use out of my stash for this was some batting, and I had the heat one, the heat zap, which was perfect size, so I managed to use that. I think it was 14 by 34 inches, I want to say. It just definitely says on the instructions, everything's metric of course, 35 centimeters by 104 centimeters, so perfect size. You can see here I'm actually making a note of the inches because when it's talking about the seam allowances, I am used to a 1/4 inch seam allowance, which 6.35 millimeters is what it is in metric. And then the batting strips as well, once I trimmed that down, I needed to put the strips at 2.25 inch as well. So after cutting that out, it was just a matter of getting all of the strips ready for the binding. Then we made the layer cake as always. We've got the batting fabric right side down, the batting fabric in the middle, and then this top fabric on top. And then that was just a matter of pinning it down and then taking it to my machine to sew it up. Now I haven't showed you a lot of the sewing in this video. It's really hard from this angle, isn't it? But I really wanted just to share this project in case you are in Australia and you've been tempted to do something like this. I just wanted to show you the instructions and how straightforward it was going to be. It is very early for Christmas, but never too early to get started, I always say. I do love this fabric. I think this plaid, is it plaid? Tartan fabric at the back hides a lot of sins with my terrible stitching, so it was good practice for me. And it was just a matter, the next step was telling me basically to trim it down to the size of the front, which you can see here. Apologies for all the photos in this video. I don't have a camera set up over that little cutting desk, the cutting mat, and I'm just in a temporary craft room at the moment while we're renting. So it's a make do amend situation for me with this. Now on to the dreaded binding. Dreading for me, I'm not very good at binding whatsoever, but I have come across a YouTube tutorial. I've put a link down below. I'm definitely saving it to watch later. She explains this so well, I can't underestimate this. If you take one thing away from this video, is definitely to check out her video. Her name is Mary Mabel Market, and it's Bind Like a Boss, and my word, she definitely does. Very direct to the point, makes it so easy, and those corners normally a struggle for me, and then also joining up the binding at the edges as well, but it worked like a dream this time. My thanks go out to Mary Mabel for such an amazing tutorial. That said, my binding didn't go completely as a dream because I decided to start sewing, as you see here, on the front, and I should really have started stitching this binding on the back. Those of you that have done this will know this was a schoolgirl error. I should have known this. I think in my haste it was I was getting quite close to the end of doing this project quite quickly, quicker than I thought. So I was getting ahead of myself. I was rushing, I understand. But yeah, you'll see some pictures at the end and you'll understand why it was a mistake to sew on the front, because as my wobbly stitching goes a bit crazy at the back, you can see it. Now this fabric is very forgiving. You don't see too much here, but you can see here, hopefully I had some nesting with the spool fabric that all bubbled up on the back, and then you can see there as well a few little wobbly lines. Definitely going to get the placemats, and that'll give me an opportunity to refine that, practice my binding, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope you also have a great crafting weekend.